Hi everyone! In this video lesson, we're going to look at auxiliary verbs for emphasis. What is an auxiliary verb? It's a verb that helps you to either ask a question or make a negative sentence. In present simple, the auxiliary verbs are do and does. We move on. So we're going to learn how to use do, does, and did for emphasis. What is emphasis? What is it? An emphasis is stress given to a word or words when speaking to indicate particular importance. It can change the meaning of what is said. Emphasis. Let's look at the examples. I do love you. Steve does work hard. I did call you. I want to give you a moment here and think about what you noticed about how I pronounce these sentences. I do love you. Steve does work hard. I did call you. These sentences are affirmative, right? They are not questions. They are not negative sentences. They are affirmative, which means they're positive. So, emphasis with do. Here we see the pattern, the subject plus do plus a verb, and this is called a bare infinitive. Bare means that it does not have to. Usually we say to go. A bare infinitive is without to, just go. So, the auxiliary verb do, is used in affirmative sentences for I, you, we, they, in present simple. It is followed by a bare infinitive form, and I'm sure you noticed it. It is stressed in a sentence. I do love you. Let's move on. The same goes for does, because basically does is the same as do, but we use it for he, she, it. Steve does work hard. We want to emphasize, we want to sort of direct the person's attention to the fact that Steve works. He does work hard. And finally, emphasis with did. The same thing as about do and does, but it's for past simple. And again, look, did sort of absorbs the past here, the expression of the past. So it is followed by a bare infinitive form again. You don't need to say I did called you, although it's a sentence in past simple, because all the past goes to the auxiliary verb. It is expressed in the auxiliary verb. I did call you. Activity time. Fill in the gaps with do, does, or did. As we all know, English is the language of the context. So the context will give you the hint what tense it is, like present simple or past simple. If it's present simple, you have to choose between do and does for he, she, it. And if it's past simple, it's did for any subject. So you want to emphasize that you know something. I know what you mean. This is a neutral sentence. Neutral. I know what you mean. And you want to stress, like, okay, I will give you the translation into Russian now. Like, да я понимаю, что ты имеешь в виду. Я действительно понимаю, что ты имеешь в виду. So, I think you got it. I want to call you, but I forgot. Look at the context. Forgot shows you that the action was supposed to happen in the past, right? So you got it. Number 3, flap T sound is a challenge, but when you manage to learn how to produce it, you'll sound like an American. It's like, но когда ты все-таки сможешь научиться, right? So is it do, does, or did? I think you got it too. Steve, you. He just doesn't know how to show it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be Steve, love you, love you. He just doesn't know how to show it. It's like, да Стив тебя любит. Number 5, we want to come to your wedding, but we might be traveling this time. My mom tried her best to spend more time with us, but she has too much work to do. Okay, I hope you got it. On the next page, you can check yourself. I'm not going to show this page now. Now, comprehension questions about emphasis. Comprehension means understanding, like how you understand this topic. Question 1. I want you to answer this question right now to yourself. What sentences are do, does, did used in for emphasis? What kind of sentences? Okay, question 2. What form of the verb follows do, does, and did in a sentence? Excellent. And question 3. Which word is stressed in sentences of this kind? All right, let's see if you got it right. So, do, does, and did can be used in affirmative or positive sentences. Do, does, and did are followed by the bare infinitive form, verb without to, and do, does, and did are stressed to show emphasis. Thank you for joining this class. See you in the next video.